In Sydney, a wave of emotion and unity swept through the city as the Australian Jewish community came together to commemorate 2 years since the October 7th attacks, a day that forever changed Israel and the world. Under a sky filled with the blue and white of the Israeli flag,
It means more than words can actually express, knowing that the hostages are coming home and seeing the Australian Jewish, Sydney Jewish community come together to celebrate that is really a beautiful thing.
I really hope so. You never know what's going to happen, but it's looking good. I think we'll see when the hostages come back what actually happens then. We're all just holding our breaths at the moment.
Oh, it was pathetic. Penny Wong and Albanese have been atrocious in declaring a Palestinian state that doesn't exist. And now they're trying to sort of take some credit for what Donald Trump has done by suggesting that by declaring a Palestinian state, it has somehow brought Hamas to the table, which of course is total rubbish.
the crowd gathered in remembrance, reflection, and renewed hope. Prayers, songs, and tears filled the air, not only to honor the lives lost, but also to celebrate the return of hostages and the promise of peace that so many still hold close to their hearts. The commemoration in Sydney drew hundreds of people, families, faith leaders, and political figures, standing shoulder to shoulder in solidarity. The atmosphere was deeply emotional, yet filled with strength and purpose. This was not just a memorial, it was a declaration of unity and survival. Attendees reflected on the resilience of the Jewish people, their unbreakable connection to Israel, and the enduring belief that light can still emerge from darkness. Candles flickered in silent tribute, and the crowd listened intently as speakers shared words of remembrance, faith, and hope. 2 years after that dark day, the memory of October 7th still resonates across oceans. For Australia's Jewish community, this ceremony was about more than remembrance. It was about reaffirming identity, preserving history, and standing firm in the pursuit of peace. The gathering reminded everyone that the pain of loss does not weaken a community. It strengthens its resolve to keep moving forward. Among those addressing the crowd was Indigenous Australian and former Olympian Nova Peris, who delivered a heartfelt message of shared struggle and solidarity. She spoke of the deep parallels between the Jewish experience and that of Indigenous Australians, of survival, endurance, and the fight to preserve dignity and culture.
Your roots are deep, your connection unbroken, and just as our Aboriginal languages connect us to country, ancestors, and spirit, so too does the Hebrew connect you to Hashem and the land of Israel. My people know dispossession. We know the pain of being denied dignity. You too know dispossession. You too know survival, and that is why our struggles echo each other and why our solidarity matters. Remind us that the bond between our people is alive.
Throughout the evening, the sound of the shofar echoed across the ceremony, its call carrying through the still air, filled with both sorrow and strength. The moment was solemn and powerful, a collective breath of remembrance and renewal. Faces in the crowd told stories of pain and perseverance. A community that refuses to forget, but also refuses to lose faith in the possibility of peace. As the event drew to a close, the message was unmistakable. The Jewish spirit remains unbroken. From Sydney to Jerusalem, from mourning to hope, the journey continues, guided by courage, compassion, and the unyielding belief that peace will prevail. The ceremony stood as a symbol of endurance, a reminder that remembrance is not only about honoring the past, but also about shaping the future. Their gathering was a promise to the world that even in the face of loss, humanity endures. Because remembrance is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of healing. For more details and continuing coverage, stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel.